So I've highlighted a handful of budget decks on this channel before, the main ones being Elemental Mage, Hand Buff, Paladin, Weapon Rogue, the list goes on. But the one that I have been kind of shying away from is good old Treant Druid. Treant Druid is just kind of a deck that never ceases to just be in the background of every metagame. No one really plays it because it's kind of fragile to board wipes. During the era of Control Warrior being everywhere, Treant Druid was kind of unplayable. But I feel like with board wipes being at a minimum at right now, with Swarm Shaman kind of falling off in popularity, Treant Druid could be a good pick right now. So if you have never played Treant Druid and have never encountered Treant Druid, the general game plan is fairly straightforward. You're trying to create a very wide board with things like Forest Seedling or Living Roots, and then eventually build a big enough board to land some devastating board buff tools like Cultivation or the newly made Cosmic Phenomenon. And Cosmic Phenomenon is the card I want to highlight the most. This is a card from the Great Dark Beyond. What it does is it summons 3 2/3 elementals with taunt, and if your board is full, give your minions +1/+1. So at its worst, it gives you 3 2/3s for 5 mana, which isn't a terrible rate, but at its best, it creates a near unkillable board or just straight up makes your opponent's hero portrait explode. And that is quite the powerful combination with things like Distress Signal, which is also a brand new card from the Great Dark Beyond. Summons 2 random 2-cost minions and refreshes 2 mana crystals. This can also build a very wide board to defeat your opponent with these board buffing tools. And on top of that, we have your usual mainstays for budget decks. We have Gorgonzormu being the only legendary. Don't need to craft it. It's an uncraftable legendary that everybody gets. And we also run some powerful neutral minions with Gold Panner and Cold Neophyte to kind of round out the deck list. Anyway, that is Treant Druid. If you are interested in budget decks like this one, I cover many of them on this channel and will likely continue doing that. And if you like that kind of content, please consider subscribing. And while you're down there, you might as well throw a like in. And if you do check out Treant Druid, please let me know how it does for you. It's been kind of on a tear for me personally, but that's all I got for today. Hope you enjoy the games. The rare shaman. I would not be saying that a few months ago, but it seems like the nerfs have really hurt this deck. Distress Signal, would rather have something else. Same with Cosmic. Aerosoilizer, I think, is what makes Treant Druid tick, so I'm going to keep my 3 mana 4/4 that makes a 2/2. Okay, so we have double Innervate. As tempting as it is to Innervate out a Cold Neophyte, I think I will opt to not do that. Probably going to coin out an Aerosoilizer. Not seen patches in a minute. Yep. Arrow Boy. Instant board pressure. The first time I've ever seen patches not draw a parachute the turn after. But they do have the trusty companion. Probably not trading. Gotta respect that. I am going to proceed to just develop a board and end the turn. And if they do not clear, we have a Cultivation next turn. Once we trade our Arrow Boy, we can Cultivation. And we are going to continue with beating me down with good old patches. Oh, change of plans. We are going to instead, I think, Cosmic. Yeah. Let's go with a Cosmic. And this will allow us to do a bit of good trading and then 6 upstairs. Really testing to see who is the better swarm deck. They are just not very skilled at drawing the parachutes, I've realized. Even with 2 cactus cutters and I think 3 natural draws. Ooh. If you're a fan of Laos, you hate to see that. And you know what? I was very inspired by my opponent's going face that I think I'm going to return the favor for a nice turn 5 lethal. Cool. Turns out Druid is the Swarm class. And look at that. Completing our quests and defeating Shamans. All in a day's work for Treant Druid. A fellow Druid.
I must protect the wild.
Calm down, I'm just visiting.
And we have a pretty good hand. Love seeing these 1-cost spells. Distress Signal, probably not a keep, but love seeing these two. And also, Blood Treant allows for it some pretty ridiculous starts. And Cactus Construct allows for our turn 1 and turn 2 to be pretty smooth. So let's go. Love a good Blood Mage. 1 mana Blood Mage, not bad. And next turn, probably looking at a Gold Panner Blood Treant. There's an argument to Blood Treant that turn, on turn 1. So we can get that 2 sweet damage going. But we'll instead do it now. If I lose by 2 damage, just absolutely flame me in the comments. Looking like a bit of a ramp. Rising waves. That's an argument for keeping that Treant around. There's no way they would have 2 of those. So we're going to actually let's slow our roll a little bit. Let's not play our really good card yet. Let's just develop some 2/2s. So next turn's looking like a Conservator Forest Blossoms turn. Ooh, close one. Almost had some just absolutely abysmal ordering. And now we got some Treants. Next turn we're looking at a draw 4. Yep. Pretty straightforward draw 4. Just in case, maybe it's just good to go Blood Mage instead. Yeah, let's see what we draw first. Witchwood Apple. Is this ever good enough to do the deal 2 mode? I think so. Yeah, deal 2. Smack into there, and let's see what we can get off the cactus. I don't hate Tide Pool. Yep, Tide Pool it is. Might be able to find some worthwhile buffs. And do I learn from my mistakes and develop a Blood Treant? Yeah. Yep. Last time I didn't play this, I was almost punished. Okay, well that's depressing. think we're just gonna do one of these. And let's develop a Cult Neophyte. And also a Flowerchild. And let's just buff up the team. Pretty insane damage. So they are Cult Neophyted. They could MC Tech if they want. That'd be pretty cool. I wouldn't stop them. Defense Crystal. I'm not seeing Defense Crystal winning them the game. It's a really good card. Don't get me wrong. Saw F16, but I think you'll need a few more armor points to take down Treant Druid. Probably Lanessa. Just got done getting absolutely clowned on by Lanessa, so let's see if we can rally and get a win. Love to see these two together. I'm gonna keep. Hopefully I get some earlier drops so I can save this for turn 3. Maybe pick up an Innervate. Ooh, perfect. Probably gonna opt out of the Doomsayer and go with our old Murloc friend, the Tide Hunter. Coining out the greedy partner, so that screams to me that this is a Lanessa deck. So greedy partner absolutely clowns on Gold Panner, so I think I may be better off going with Tide Hunter. Okay. Makes sense. So if I can pick up an Innervate here, that'd be the best case scenario. Looks like my opponent is pondering their 0 mana. They do still have the coin, so maybe they have a 1-drop they're thinking about. No. Okay. That also constitutes a perfect draw, so let's go ahead and get ourselves a 5/5. I'm actually gonna clean up that minion and the turn. Next turn's looking like a Forest Blossom, Overgrown Beanstalk for a sweet draw 3. If they have the weapon here, this is a very clean answer to the 5/5. Looks like they did not produce the weapon, so we are going to continue with our game plan and draw 3 cards. We're also going to clean up that 2/1. And Prismatic Beam, I don't think I can really play around, so let's just shove 8 damage to the head. If they do clear my board, a Distress Signal, yeah. Distress Signal can help rebuild. Very clean answer. Yeah. Let's go with the Distress Signal. Hopefully no Doomsayer. Not terrible. Let's create some 1/1s. And as long as we can dodge the second Prismatic Beam, we're feeling pretty good. Because next turn we have a Cosmic Phenomenon.
Shaking us,
But of course, their mixologist will probably make me weep openly. So let's get ready to cry. And just in general, be a big sad boy. They did not get the AoE. Okay. Yeah, we'll take that all day. Change of plans. We are actually going to develop some treants and go for what the kids call big damage. Going to clean up their 2-3. Actually, let's see how much damage we got real quick. So we can put them down to 4, which is not bad. I don't hate 4. But at the same time, if they draw Prismatic, these already die. So I think it could be a good plan. If they have Oracle, Spellburst into damage. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah. So coining out the Titan. Okay. Setting my nerds to 2-2. And will I be able to deal enough sweet, sweet damage? I think I'll be able to. Yeah. And here. And then we go for some Cosmic. And yeah. Very surprised we won that. That Prismatic Beam was absolutely backbreaking. Cool. Taking down the tier 1 deck. A fellow Druid. Ramp Druid really tucked me into bed last time I played this matchup. So let's see if we can get just be a little faster. Cult Neophyte can block a turn 2 ramp, so I like that. The Cheese Dragon is amazing in these go wide decks. So we're going to keep Mr. Cheese. Ooh, is that a nice little 1-2-3? Love to see a 1-2-3. And our 1 will produce... It's either Sing-Along Buddy or Inventomatic. I'm leaning towards Inventomatic. I don't see myself weaving in hero powers. So I'll just go with 2. Just a 2-3. Yep. So we are planning to block their coin ramp turn with good old Neophyte. Cosmic Phenomenon would be amazing with an Innervate off the top, either next turn or the turn after. Yep. Looks like we successfully blocked their turn 3 play. Now let's see if we can get a little bit of ramp going off the top. With Innervate, that is. No new heights in this deck. Opponent is mulling over their 0 mana.
An innocent mistake.
Fair enough. Ooh, perfect. In that case, my play will not change at all. A little bit of cheese, and then end the turn. So next turn's looking like a cheese Inventomatic. Okay. Still expecting no ramp. Whoa. Very surprised to see no ramp out of them. So let's capitalize on that and do our second Cult Neophyte. And we kind of low rolled with our 2-drops, but as long as we're not rolling Doomsayer, I can't complain. So they're probably going to hero power into my 1/1. So they have coin right now, but it is currently being a little taxed. And while I'm not getting the other 2/3s out of this, I do think it's still worth it just to buff up the board. And that is about as much damage as I can hope for on turn 5. It turns out it was spell damage Druid the whole time. Okay. Perfect. And swipe will send me into tomorrow. Yeah, that is quite unfortunate. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That stinks. That's fine. That is fine. We can recover. We will start recovering with maybe here. Another one. And we will also coin out a 2/3. So maybe next turn we can develop another minion and Cosmic Phenomenon for potentially the win. Unfortunately, these do not make treants, so my Conservator cannot... Okay, okay. So we just need to find 7 damage. Easy enough. I play all these cards, so that's great. I'm thinking Distress Signal, actually. Yeah, let's see what Distress Signal can do for me. Because that will refresh just enough mana. And outside of them drawing about 500 eruptions, I am feeling pretty decent. Okay, dodge the first one. And they are not at Sleep Under the Stars mana. Okay, Burn Down could ruin my day. Day ruined. Okay, okay. Well, that stinks. I feel like that wasn't super likely to happen, but you know, that's where we're at. We're gonna be witnessing some true arcane magic. Yep. So that is all the eruptions? Potentially? Taunt up that one. And swing one upstairs. Swipe could ruin me. Lifebinder's Gift. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Pretty cool deck, honestly. I have not seen Spell Damage Druid do its thing yet, so... Another Ethereal Oracle deck to add to the pile of playable decks.